This video is going to be a comparison between a 2020 KTM EXC 500 and a older 2010 BMW M3. It's mainly a, let's call it a freeway on-ramp acceleration test. I've had many questions on the KTM on its overall performance on the street, i.e. is it kind of like scary? So I thought I'd just do a comparison between the two for acceleration. I've done some quick calculations. I'm guesstimating that the 500, the KTM, is about 60 horsepower at the crank. The BMW is about 430 at the crank. BMW is supposed to be 4.1 seconds to 60. It's 7-speed tranny. Definitely will pull first, second, maybe shift into third in the acceleration test. The KTM's probably going to have to start off in a much taller gear because it's not going to be from a standing start. It'll probably be in second or third, and it'll probably get 2 shifts or maybe even 3 shifts for the same acceleration zone. I'm figuring the BMW is about 3,800 pounds with driver included. Just guesstimating that the KTM, for most people, it's probably going to be just slightly over 400 pounds wet. I'm putting this one at about 430 pounds. So if you do some quick mental math, the KTM is just over 7 pounds per horsepower, and the BMW is just under 9 pounds per horsepower, so they're very similar. The BMW isn't going to have a problem with doing wheelies, it's obvious. It will have a problem with traction on the rear tires. KTM definitely will have a problem under hard acceleration for wheeling, and it will still have some slip in the rear tire. So I don't know what the outcome will be, but I would imagine what I'll do is I'm just going to run down a freeway on-ramp and then hit a certain spot and just compare the top speed at that same spot, kind of taking the corner onto the on-ramp at a very similar speed and then just see what happens. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the KTM is kind of close to the BMW. I guess it's a chance it could beat it, but top speed on the BMW is 178 and the KTM is right at 105. I think I did like 104 or something like that on dirt, so on asphalt it's probably right around 105. So it's definitely top speed, the BMW obviously win. So anyway, I'll go ahead and do the first test in the BMW, and then I'll redo the same thing with the KTM, like a second gear and then the same area with a third gear pull and then a fourth gear pull, because the second gear is definitely going to wheelie on me. I'm going to have to get out the gas. The other thing I will say is the KTM I'll probably have to shift more. I can't do flat foot shifts, which means I can't just leave it full acceleration and shift it. The BMW will. You don't have to lift at all, and that's with the DCT, the shifts are blistering fast. I don't think I can match those on the bike, so it will be a little bit lost due just to the number of shifts and the shift speed. So anyway, next upcoming will be the M3.
Okay, I got a good window here. First run was botched due to a cement truck. So this would be a first gear target of 16 miles an hour, or somewhere right around here. Okay, this first run is going to be a second gear pull, rolling start. Target speed is probably about 14 miles an hour. I'm expecting it to wheelie pretty good. Going to try and control that a little bit with a little bit more wheel spin, so we'll see what happens. But slow down before we hit the freeway, so I'll just wait for an opportunity to get it opening here. So just finished the Second gear start, had no problems. I did a little bit of body tuck to help the aerodynamics a little bit. So seemed to do pretty good. This next one's going to be a third gear. Roll on target, like I said, is about 14 miles an hour. It's kind of hard to hit it exactly. So anyway. Third gear.